What's going on, everyone? So I want to thank Hostinger for sponsoring today's video, and I'm going to show you how you can create your very own portfolio website utilizing Hostinger and WordPress. So this is the current template design we're going to be focusing on today, and essentially you can see here about section fun stuff like services and experience and all that fun thing you can add in and to a portfolio design. I'm going to show you how to customize all these texts, these colors, add in, change up the sections and all that fun stuff. So definitely stay tuned and let's go ahead and get started. So here we are on the Hostinger website. So I'll include a link down below in the description. So simply click on that link and that'll lead you to the Hostinger website. And depending on the time you're watching this video, they can have different offers and sales and discounts. So just note that. But for now, let's go ahead and scroll down below. And they currently have 3 different web hosting plans. So the very first one is the very basic and the cheapest, the single shared hosting. And this only allows you one website. So if you only need one website, the very basic features, then you can definitely go ahead with that option. However, the one that I recommend and the most popular is the premium shared hosting. And this one allows you up to 100 websites. In addition, additional more bonuses here, as well as a free domain, which you cannot get with the single value. And then all the other options down here below as well. And lastly, they have a business option too. So if that fits your goals, you definitely can select that one. But I'm going to go with the premium shared hosting. So simply click on select. And then this will navigate us to the checkout page where we can go ahead and fill out our information. So now it gives us 4 different options: 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, and 48 months. Depending on how long you want your website, definitely you can choose between that. If you want to have a website for a test run, 1 month, you can go with that. If you have to give some time to figure out how long you want to keep your website up, definitely 12 months is typical. 1 year is the way to go. If you're more confident and you think you can have it for quite a very long time, then you can go with 24 or even 48 months. And the main difference with the plan options is essentially after the period that it states ends, it will renew at the price that it states whenever you're looking at the website. So if you want to have the cheapest rates for the longest amount of time, 48 months, you'll be able to keep that for $2.99 a month up to essentially 4 years. And then after that ends, it will renew at that current rates. And if you only want it for 12 or 24, it will renew at these rates. So I'm going to stick with the 48 right now. And you are also saving the most by choosing that plan. And then simply go ahead and create an email address or put yours in here, or simply go in Facebook or Google account to log in as well. And then you can pay with credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, and CoinGate. And you can see the total right here with the discounts. And before you do check out, go ahead. I have this coupon code you can type in called BRIANDESIGN. Go ahead and click apply, and this will give you an additional discount on top of the 1 discounts we already have. And then go ahead and fill out your information, submit your payments, and then I'll see you on the dashboard. So now here we are on the Hostinger dashboard, and yours can look a little different depending on the plan that you chose. However, if you did choose the plan that allows you to get a free domain, you should see this option. So let's go ahead and start off by claiming our domain. So I'm gonna sit here and click on claim domain. And then now what we need to do is type in the domain that you want to have for your website. Now for tutorial's sake, I'm just gonna make this very, very simple. And let's just call this web port, portfolio. And let's see, it's probably gonna be taken, but let's try this and change this to .com. And then we can go ahead and check availability. So this is definitely going to be taken. So I'll just add some words at the end, portfolio tuts for the tutorial for short. And let's just go ahead and click check availability now. So now we can see it's actually available. So depending on your domain, if it is taken, feel free to switch it up and then or find a new name. And now you can see that this is what it's currently at. So it's right now free for this year, but it's showing that it will renew at this current rate afterwards. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on claim domain. And then here it's going to ask you to essentially put in your information. So if you don't have any information already set in, simply fill that out with your contact info. I have mine already here, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the registration. And now it says it'll review your contact information, and then afterward it'll give you the status. So let's go ahead and click on continue. And now it'll show you your domain name and additional options, but we want to go down here to who is privacy. Simply click on this, and then it'll load a little bit depending on your computer. And then once it is confirmed, it'll give you a little notification message saying that it has been successfully added. So here we go, successfully added. And this essentially blocks out your contact information. That way you won't get a bunch of spam callers, people trying to contact you for some sort of services. So that is very crucial that you have that there. And now once you've enabled who is privacy, let's go back home and navigate to the setup. So now we have these options: premium, shared hosting, and Cloudflare CDN. So let's go ahead and click on this setup right now. And I know, ignore my dashboard because I have additional websites from prior websites I created, but this one is the newer one, so I'll hit setup right here. And now it's going to simply ask us to walk through starting our setup. So let's go hit start now. And ideally, if this is your first time making a website, you would select build a website. However you want to migrate, feel free to migrate your own, but I'm going to select build a website. And we're going to stick with the most popular current version right now, which would be WordPress. They do have a hosting website builder, which if you are interested in playing around with that, feel free to check it out. But I'm just going to go ahead and click on WordPress. And now I'll have my WordPress account, which I'm going to go ahead and create a password here. And this will essentially use this to log into your admin dashboard for your WordPress account. So make sure you write this down, keep this. And you can also add WooCommerce if your website needs that. But for this example, we won't actually have to use that one. So now it's going to give us some template designs that we can take a look at. But for now, we're just actually going to skip this. If you do want to play around with the templates, feel free. But I'm going to go ahead and skip the template. Now we have this domain that we just created earlier, which you saw. If you have a previous domain created from a different website or hoster and provider, definitely you can add that there. But let's go ahead and use the one we just created and select it there. And now it's going to showcase your server location. So I'm based off the States. However, if you are in a different area, definitely change that server according to your country. And now we can go ahead and click on finish setup. And now it's going to go ahead and start loading up the website and all the information. So just sit back and relax, and then once it is finished loading, we can continue. Now we have these two options: edit your website and control panel. So let's go ahead and click on manage sites. And now here is showing our dashboard for the current domain that we have selected, our plan, and then essentially all additional features. So really what we want to focus on is editing the website. So let's go ahead and click on edit website here. And right now it's saying that the IP address could not be found. Let's go actually back to the dashboard and let's take a look at what's going on here. So if I go over to WordPress, we can go to dashboard right here. So now we're on this dashboard of the WordPress. Let's go down here at the bottom and click on SSL certificates, and I'll choose the domain you want it to be installed in and simply click on install. And now basically this will be added in the background. And then install another WordPress. If you want to install the region for your WordPress websites, you can go here and select this as well. And then this will basically give us the options. So I'll just call this like WordPress websites, and I'll just type in my password and click on next. And let me get up here, and basically it's going to ask you to install it, and then click on install. And now we can see the SSL is active, and then we can go up here back to the dashboards. And by the time you watch this could be already fixed, but basically click now on your website link this time, and they'll say your website -com.preview. Basically then you type in /wp-admin, and then simply go ahead and hit enter. And now what this is going to do is it's going to either ask you to log in with your domain email that you had earlier with the actual WordPress password. It might even show you some sort of verify human thing. Simply go through that, and then once you log in to your WordPress account, this will now be the actual site you see. So again, there's workarounds in case the links that you're currently working on aren't here. But now we are on the fun parts, which we can go ahead and create the actual design. And then again, if you always want to view the website, just go up here and then we can see what we currently have. So this is the current template. So the very first thing is we're going to go over here to appearance and themes. Now this is where you can choose your theme essentially. And right now I'm going to go and actually look up and go add new theme. And then here I'm going to go and scroll through, and right now there's the current default themes that WordPress typically has already. There's some new themes here I see as well, but the most popular ones are, for example, Astra, Ocean WP is quite popular. Essentially a lot of these are higher top ranked ones you can see right now, and then the rest, like even these options here. But ideally most of them are, say, fairly similar in functionality. It's just some have more options than others. The one that I like to go with is Astra. One is because it's has a lot of cool designs as well, but also there's a lot of other content tutorials that gives you a lot of flexibility when it comes to creating, customizing the theme. So go ahead and simply click on install here, and then we can install it in the Astra theme. So now it said it is installed, so now we can go and activate this. And then let me see real quick, just give it a second, and it looks like it logged me out. So just let me go right here, type in my email and then my password, and let's remember me so that to save us some time. And now let's log in now, and let me try this again. And it seems like it is still not working. So let's try this another way again, the workaround, which I said earlier, which was doing the WP admin option, going back to my themes again, and now we have Astra's already here. So then we'll go activate this. Now, if it didn't make you log in like it did for me, then you're pretty much will see the same screen. So sometimes, I don't know, WordPress, some days might just not work properly, but today seems like that's one of those days. But here we go, we have it going, and now it'll give us these options. So currently it's saying these ready to use start templates, which you could actually go ahead and do. But let's actually go here and visit the website first. So this is what we got going on. We can actually, let's go back, and we can go here and, well, one, I already activated this, so I just need to refresh the page since it doesn't realize I didn't activate it. But now we can go here and exit off. And I want to go and ideally let's just look at customization for example, and let's just currently look what they have, because we're still going to be using a different website editor, but this is like the default one. So this is okay for some parts, but for right now it's just not the best. At least I personally don't like using this one. So let me just go back again, go back, let's just get out of here real quick. So now it's not letting me go back, so let me just go back here and type in WP-admin again, bring us back to dashboards, and now we can click here to look at the starter templates. So let's just take a look at what they got going on and see what they have. So here, 230 plus ready to import websites. So let's just take a look at them, and then we have these designs. I want to make a portfolio website. So the easiest way, simply go here, portfolio, and click enter. And let's see what they got right now. So looks like it has some things that are updated, and right now this one looks decent. This one's pretty cool too. This one's nice too as well, even these. So let's just take a look, and let me just click on this first one right here. So here, this is a pretty cool design, colorway. We can always update all that stuff, and now you can see all of these options right here. So this one looks pretty cool. And now what we can do is go back to the dashboard, and they have this start templates. So basically, let's just click on get started. And now it's going to show us this little website video tutorial. And what we're going to do is just simply click on build our websites. And we're going to click on Elementor. And then now it's going to ask you the type of website we're going to be building. So here again, showing us some templates. Let's go here, portfolio. And again, feel free to choose which one you like. I think this one looks pretty cool because we actually changed up a lot of the colors. And right now, if you do have a logo, feel free to upload this, but we're just going to skip this and continue. So default colors. Personally, I am not a fan of these, but let's just see. Purple, I think blue, can't go wrong with the blue. Red looks pretty cool too. And feel free, look at this. You can just go ahead and change them all right away. You don't have to even do anything. So I'll go with this blue right here. Logo, obviously, won't match essentially, but it's blue-orange still looks pretty solid, even with the new updates. And we can even change the actual font. So like, for example, I'm a Poppins type of font guy. I personally like this one. Montserrat, also big fan. Rubik, haven't really used those. Open Sans, I've used it quite a bit, but I think between Poppins, Montserrat, I think it's very, very similar. And we can continue with that. And now I can ask you for more information here. So right now, if you don't want to, you can simply just skip that, but I'm just gonna hit submit. And now they are building my website. So let's go ahead and wait for this to finish up, and then we'll see what happens after. And congrats, the website is ready. So now let's go and view the website. So I'm gonna hit here and change this refresh this really quick, and boom, there we go. The new website has been updated and our template is perfect just like that. So there you go. That's simple design, but you're probably wondering, hey, how do I update this? I don't want this. This is not my name. This is not what I want to write. All this random words. And let me show you now how to actually customize this and edit it. So you might be obliged to click on this customization option. However, this one, edit with Elementor, is the option you want to click. So let me actually get rid of these extra tabs really quick. Let me get rid of this one and this one too. And let's go ahead. See, cannot load the preview. Let me see what's going on right now. Some security measures. And let's try this again, see what happens. And now here we are on the editor. So now here on Elementor, it's very simple to use. I'll just show you the overall view and how things work. And then from there, you can go ahead and customize however you like to. So first things first, if you just want to edit anything, you'll see these little things you can hover over. And essentially, it's almost like a word editor. So I can go in and literally go in here and just change his name. As I'm a web developer and just put Brian right there. And put design just like that. And you can go here, edit this text too if you wanted to, like that. And then here, I don't have a picture of myself, so I'm just gonna keep this back to just go here and basically put this. I think it was Natalie. I can't remember exactly what its name was, but I'll just keep it like that. And pretty much you can go in here and edit the text as well. And then you click on this button. You'll have this option right here. It shows you the content, right? So these are just the type defaults. You're pretty set with that. Now link. Link, if you wanted to switch to a different menu option, then you can type in essentially the name of the actual menu. But since we don't have any extra links we want to go to right now, I'll keep it like this. But ideally, if you wanted this to go like a website too, you could literally go, like you can see here, HTTPS, like this, www.google.com. And that would go to Google. And then click the little pop-up. We don't have that right now. Size, everything. And then for now, let's go ahead and let me just keep it there. Styling. So this is where if you just do not like the colors, you're like, hey, I like this blue, but I want this button to be green. Here is where you would change that. So the first thing is we have typography, which is the type of fonts that we have here. And you can change the font style, the actual font to like, say, Verdana, something different, whatever you want to. And then text shadow is just basically, let me just show you real quick. It's probably easier, and it's hard to see right now because there's not much of the shadow, but basically it's like text to shadow part. So you'll see most text has like a little hint of like a shadow on the behind it. That's essentially what it means. And text color, here's defaults, or you can go in here and change this to red, keep this white like that. Background type, gradients, you want to change it to, or just classic. And a color, change it to red, or like I said earlier, green, just like this. And that's literally just how you do it. So let's go put this back to like a blue. Border type, you want a border. I mean, feel free to have a border, and then you can have the width on it too, just like that. And you can see the color, red. And that's just how we have it here, but I do not want a border, so let's go to none. And that's essentially how you'd style every section. So like even here, if you just click into here, go to styling, and if I want to highlight this word, for example, and just basically change it up. So right now it's doing it like this, but ideally we would make like another word, and then they can pretty much change it up. But like now, let's just do Command Z to keep it the blue as originally. Again, more stuff for designing or changing the actual words. And then if you want to see like a full preview, you would just hit this arrow. So right now you're like, hey, okay, look at these social media icons. And for the most part, I think this first page looks pretty good, so I'm gonna keep that. But let's say, for example, let's see, about me looks pretty good. Here, let's just say you do not like this video section. You say, hey, I don't have a video for myself. I don't want this. How do I get rid of this? Well, basically there is this plus sign to add. This thing you can drag things with, and essentially you can move up and down like that. And then X deletes it, just like that, vanishes. In thin air, boom, it's gone. And here it shows like the sections we have here. You can go over and click on them, and it drags you to all of that easier for me. And even clients say stay in touch, and you have these emails here. And for the most part, you can add, delete anything by just clicking into it and just changing the colors by going to the styles. And then now, for example, let's say you have more you want to add. Say you want to add something like in between this. Simply click on this little plus sign, click here, select your structure. Ideally, most these 1-2s are typical if you want to have like 1 or 2 columns, but let's just keep one column here. Click on this plus sign now, and then this will open up a ton of different options you can go in here and add. So if you want to add a heading, go ahead and add a heading here. Go ahead and type in, this is my header, and then we can go in and go back and click on these 3 dots, and this brings us back to this option. Now we can add another heading. Boom, right there. And they can put like, this is my second heading right here. And then we can go back to 3 dots, or the 9 dots I should say. And let's add in, let's do text editor. Let's add a little paragraph under here. Here's a paragraph. So you can say, double click, is a paragraph. Just like that. And go again, you want to add in a image. Go here, add an image too. Just like this. And then obviously you need to click and add some image, but I don't have one. You choose image right here by clicking on this. Upload your file. I don't have any saved right now, but basically this is like adding it or making it from scratch, which it works if you understand what you're trying to make a design. Let me exit out this navigator for now. But for this is the manual way. This is the harder way to do it. Let me show you another way. Click on this plus sign again, except now click on this template option. And with Elementor, there's a lot of template options they have for full pages, literal full pages. However, the one we're going to stick with is blocks for right now because we already have a template with most stuff. And basically, anything that doesn't say pro means it's free to use. However, if you want to pay for pro, feel free. And basically, I don't have pro, so we're going to stick with the free stuff. And now let's go here like, hey, look, this one, this looks pretty cool. Let's click on this. And basically, this shows about a company, some paragraph, and then a video. So the same video is private. So let's pick another one because that one might look as good. So let's do this one right here. This one's pretty cool. About section, some text, colors, everything. So now saves you all the time of actually creating this design, and all we have to do is click on inserts and just get started. So let's go ahead and get started by clicking this and adding an account. And it looks like something is not working. So let's go back and try this again. And it looks like the template library is not working right now. So by the time you're watching this, if it is working, then you should be fine to go. But basically, what normally would happen is that whenever you do click on these templates, like these, and you click on inserts, and once you actually are logged in and getting started, ideally this would bring up the actual thing. But for now, it's Elementor just bugging out today, so won't be able to show you that visually. But in other tutorials I have, you can actually see that happening. And basically what would happen is this entire section would fill up with the actual design that you clicked on, and then you can go in and edit it just like I was showing up here by clicking on here, typing in stuff just like that, and then pretty much that is how you can go ahead and customize it with Elementor. So that is the basic use of Elementor and how things work. And now let me actually go ahead and show you additional options. So one thing is mobile responsiveness, tablets and stuff. So let's click on responsive mode down here. And now we can see we have desktop. So if we can, let me actually show you how this looks. So we can actually bring it back. Desktop's here. This one's tablet. And since this is a template we used, it's already showing the basic design of this. And it's perfectly fitting. And then also you can see our menu, have it just like this. And then we also have the mobile option just like that. And you can see everything is quite responsive because we have it here. Now, if you did create your own design from what I showed earlier, you might have to manually update this depending on your use and what you did. But typically when you use the actual drag and drop ones, they typically do really well on responsiveness anyways. So you don't have to worry about that. And then basically any changes you make, go ahead and just simply click on updates. And that way you can save your actual design. And then you want to click here too. You can see we have these options. And then when you click on this, you can actually change the link to like your LinkedIn, and like even if you just exit off, you can delete it here, Instagram, and then put like, you know, your Instagram.com, whatever your username is. And then that way whenever someone clicks it, it will go directly to whatever link you put. So that part, I think, once you get the hang of everything, it'll be pretty self-explanatory. So let me just go ahead and hit save. And then we can go back by clicking here and going to exit. And now it's saying here, you can choose where you want to decide to go find options. And we'll just decide this later. But for the main part, I'd say editing with Elementor and getting the template is pretty much the main stuff you need to know. And then we can go here and let me show you some more things we can do. So click on this little WordPress logo, see if it brings us back to the dashboard. And now we are back on the WordPress dashboard. So a few more things I want to show you before you go ahead and create your masterpiece website design. Go ahead and look at right now. We have these 4 options. So I'm on this option pages, and basically pages, that is your menu. That is what you will see. And if you want to add a new one, for example, let me just show you real quick. Let's go here, add new. Title, let's just call this new menu. And we'll just leave it like that. Let's hit publish. I'm gonna go publish right now. And if I go over here and I refresh this page, what's gonna happen? Nothing. And the reason is because we go back and we need to go over to appearance and menus. And now right now we have this menu right here. So in order for us to add new stuff to this, what we can do is click here, go and add to menu. And this will pop up here, save the menu. Let me show you really quick. And this one's currently named footer menu. So if I refresh this right now, notice nothing is showing up. And the reason is because we did not change the actual menu that I want, which is the main menu. So we should have focused on this one. And now let's go ahead and let's keep this right here. Display location just like that. Primary menu. And boom. Now we can save this menu here. And this should show us a new page at the top. There we go. Boom. There we go. New menu. And now if we click on this, it's going to just show like nothing. So here, now if you want to actually edit this, we can go here and edit the page, which I'll do right now. And we can go edit with Elementor. And then pretty much do exactly what we did earlier. So I'll just click here and just say, let's go, let's do, this is a new page I created. Let's update this. And then let's go and basically, let's exit this again. Let's try to go to visit sites. And let me bring the dashboard back. And now when I click on new menu, this should show us this is a new page I created. So now you can see how to create a new menu, create a new page, and that's very, very simple to do it. And then if we go back to the dashboard, if you want to delete a page, which our new menu we just created, click on it right here and just hit trash. And then after we hit trash, we can go to the trash and then take the trash out by simply deleting it permanently. So now anything we have created on there, it's basically gone. So now if I refresh this, probably not going to show. Boom, it's lost. So now if I refresh the actual main design, there you go. It is completely gone just like that. So there you go with making that side. So now let's go back to the dashboard. Additional things I want to cover is plugins. So if you want to add in additional plugins to make your website better, for example, like do like a contact form, for example, just type this in. Basically, you can see what they currently have on the actual options, and then we can go and add new because this is installed right now. Well, we go to add new, and then we type in contact form. Go here, it'll show you a bunch of different options. You can go ahead and click. We already have this one active, seems like, so we'll be fine. But basically, this is, think of this like an app store where you can pretty much add in things to update your websites, and basically anything that you need that you want to add, SEO, speed stuff, security, any of those features, this is where you would go for that. And then basically if you do not like, for example, go back to, let's see, where's it at? Appearance, themes. You always want to change your theme. Definitely can go through here. And then post too, if you do end up having blog posts, this would be ideally where you would have this on your websites. Right now we don't have this as a portfolio page, but basically, just show you really quick, add new. You can make a new blog post just like this, and this can be your title, title like right here, and then basically type, whatever you want to, and then pretty much these are like SEO and how things like show up on Google, which you can literally see like that. And then when you go in with Elementor, you can go and do exactly what I showed in earlier, and like add in your official paragraphs and all that fun stuff there. And then pretty much go to your dashboard, and then you can see all of our stuff right here. So now, for some reason, you lose this, you exit off of this dashboard, you don't know how to get back to it. Now simply go back to the hosting your websites, and then click on the website link, or if this is working at the time you're watching, then that can do as well. But basically go here, and then just type in the /wp-admin, log in with your credentials, or it actually did show us the WordPress site already, so we can just go back and visit it just like that. And then from there, you can go ahead and edit everything, and then continue with your design, just like I showed earlier with Elementor. Change up the colors and all that fun stuff. But this completes the tutorial on how to create your very own portfolio website using Hostinger and WordPress. So definitely go ahead and customize that, change up the colors, fonts, text, everything, and then go ahead and make your very own website. Aside from that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.